La Liga Lounge, it's for the boys. Dan and Houston on again. La Liga Lounge, round up the boys. Tell your wife and tell your friends. We play for keeps and every week we tell it like it is. La Liga Lounge, when all is said and done, we can all agree. FTC.
Welcome back, gentlemen. Another episode of the La Liga Lounge coming at you. Season 5, episode 8. Getting into the season here. Here with you boys with Houston, special guest Anthony. Got a lot to talk about today, boys. Houston's doing some fucking crazy shit over there. How we doing today, gentlemen?
Good. I mean, Dan, I think we got to have a special welcome for Anthony. That's why I'm opening a little Italian vino for him. Just kidding, it's a little American vino. But nonetheless, Anthony, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks. Glad to be here.
Yeah, Anthony's been on a freaking 5-game win streak, boys. The sneakiest 5-game win streak I've seen. Been on a tear in the league. We're going to get into him in a little bit here, Ant. But first, we got to lead off with some parlay talk, which, Houston, I know this is your specialty, so have at it, buddy.
Oh, man, Josh talking to me about freaking so the more plus it is, the better. And I'm okay. No. So we had 3. Our first loser puts the parlay in. Max, thank you for doing it. I had a lot of fun with it. Was following it along. I think it was a Kenneth Walker TD, Jaden Daniels passing yards, and there's one other leg that missed, but that's not bad, right? What do we go? 6, 7 legs? We went 3 for 6, 3 for 7, or
4 for 7.
4 for 7. It's not bad. But a lot of conversation going in the group me. Excited for the next one. Who owes the
Forbes?
Forbes. So Forbes update on Forbes, I guess, right? Tore his ACL playing hockey.
Out for the rest of the season.
Didn't know you moved that joint in hockey. So we're going to give him a pass on the chug, but he's going to place a parlay for us. We're also open to name suggestions for the parlay bit.
Yeah, Josh came up with Pally Parlay, and that's definitely not good enough. So we need something better for the name of this fucking punishment you got to do. Taking submissions for sure. I say the penis parlay, but I got vetoed.
But a lot of parlays have come in so far. I don't know how many we're up to yet, but it's I think it's already more than last week. But
Houston, I wanted to make a bet on the Pistons, man, but I know we're taking a sidetrack here, right?
I get it. I think it's got to stay in. I think it's got to stay in football, right?
I think that's fair because I could see somebody throwing in a fucking women's tennis or some shit like that, out of the fucking left field. So it makes some sense to rein it in a little
Forbes
bit.
And Josh and I were kind of talking through one another, but you also don't want to make like Lions to win the Super Bowl because then all 5 legs except one hit? We gotta wait. Fucking, I don't want to do that. So, So excited to see this bit carry on.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. I think it's a very nice addition for the boys here. So
I guess let's shift to Anthony though. Like he's not on a lot. We talk a lot of shit about him. Anthony, you probably don't even know. This might be the first time you're hearing.
I don't even know. Doesn't affect me.
Literally every episode we talk about how Anthony.
How do you hear this, right? Like, are you LeBron with the burner account, or are you just, don't even give a fuck? Just I'm plowing fields, plowing my wife, and I'm plowing on a 5-game win streak.
Exactly. Two of those games were top scorer of the week 7, and this last week. So, my team's coming back.
Yeah, what's been going right for you, man? You guys, what players have you've been riding?
Joe Mixon's really been showing up since week 4, so that's been helping me a lot. I picked up a new tight end, so that helped me a lot. I dropped Njoku, and Kevin picked him up, so that helps Kevin out a little bit. His team was hurting, so I'm glad to do him a favor.
Yeah, Cade Otton was a good pickup for you, dude. He's been fucking tearing it up.
And was Tillman a good pickup? Was Tillman a pickup too? I assume you picked him up.
Tillman was a pickup. Yeah, I haven't started him yet.
Was that when you got him?
Just what's up?
When the Amari Cooper got traded.
Yeah. So he's just riding my bench right now until I need him. And then of course Hurts is doing real good.
He had a slow start to the season, which would explain not a 5-game win streak to start. But
my first I squeezed by week 1 against Ruben, and then 2, 3, and 4 were pretty bad.
I think Rashad White was hurt during some of those too.
Yes,
Yeah, and Anthony, we got the matchup this week, dude. We got a big matchup
we
between
do.
us. Two teams with a winning record there. I'm looking forward to playing against you, buddy. It should be a good one. I think I'm looking at your roster. I mean, it is pretty solid. I do see some wide receiver 2, some running back 2 things that
Yeah, I
you
don't like
could probably
Morissette that
improve
much,
on.
but it is what it is.
I mean, and with Godwin and Evans being hurt, Otten's just getting 10 catches a
I
game.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the running back Mostert, you don't love it. He had a good week and a half.
Yeah,
Let's
But I
dip in. Let's dip into the rest of the league here a little bit, if you don't mind changing gears a little bit. Last week was a pretty big week for the league, I would say. And actually, Houston, we talked about this a little bit the week before, where some games could go where either the league would separate itself or it would get tighter. And I think overall, it definitely got tighter. I mean, everyone's either 6-3, is either 6-3 or 3-6 or somewhere in between. There's nobody with 7 wins or
Max
7
is
losses.
last place, and he is
Yep.
3-6. Josh is first place, 6-3. And
Yep.
we have what's the scoreboard? We have how many weeks to playoffs? 10, 11, 12, 13, and 15's playoff?
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't know.
4 weeks left. So
yeah, 4
Max
teams
could
left.
win out with 4 games, and if Josh lost out, he'd have a better record than Josh. And Josh probably missed
5
playoffs.
games, five
Yeah,
weeks
5.
of games left.
Week 15 is
The
Yeah,
start
you
of
gotta count
playoffs.
week 10. You gotta count week 10.
Week 15 is the start of playoffs, so week 14.
sorry.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Um,
But yeah, there was
there's
some
a
big
lot
match.
of game left. This season's going slow, and I'm liking
it
it.
is.
I'm liking it.
I kind of like it too. I agree. It's
All
nice.
right,
We're like right in the middle right now. It's
Because
like a
Dan,
pretty
you
prime
were out
time.
of it last year. Everyone's having fun because
I know.
everyone's in it tight.
Yeah, no one's running away with it.
No. And
That's
there
why I
was some big
decided to
games
lose a
last
couple
week.
games so that everyone could stay
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
totally.
Josh,
I mean-
those are the
I mean-
comments pre-show. You just fucking piss me off.
We had upsets like Murphy beat Ruben, which was I don't think anyone saw coming on that one. That was the worst place team beating the best place team.
Mm-hmm.
Josh beat you, Hughes. That was a big win. Forbes took a fucking shit, per usual.
I think I beat Forbes last week.
Maybe you did, but this week it was who beat him?
Yeah.
Jeff
Besides
beat him.
Anthony,
Yeah.
all 2 loss, 1 loss, 2 win, 1 win streaks. There's just no one can keep it together here. I'm liking it. It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be I bet you there's gonna be a tiebreaker point wise. There's gonna be a lot of people at
Oh
like
yeah.
5 and 6, 3, 5 and 6s that should and the top one for points or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna cause it'll be a topic. It'll be
Is the tiebreaker total points for? That's what it ought to be, but is that what it is? Yeah. Good.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Or head-to-head matchup. Maybe it should be head-to-head matchup.
You know,
Anthony,
what?
Anthony, where's your head at going in at this point? Are you like trying to make a charge for first place, or are you thinking like
Are you
just
trying to
want
make
hang
a
on?
trade too?
Yeah.
I'm always down for a good trade, but yeah, of course I'm charging for first place. Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah. Like,
my
I don't
points,
know.
my points against aren't there, but I think that's because my first 4 weeks were pretty bad. I had a lot of injuries. I'm picking it back up though. So, and then thank God Kevin finally figured out how to change the schedule. That's probably been helping me out a little bit. I'm not playing the same good ass people.
Yeah, that was a nice little update to the schedule. I enjoyed that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer you a live trade here.
Yeah, Anthony, you're in third place right now, and you have one of the like a bottom 6.4 actually, right?
Yeah, I
right
should
now.
be in sixth. I shouldn't be in sixth place for my points for.
Yeah. So
But
you've had your points
that's-
against is pretty nice. You have the lowest points against in the entire
I
league.
do.
I think you do. Yeah,
I do.
that's pretty beneficial. That's pretty
Yeah.
beneficial. But it's not by a long shot though. I mean, there's a bunch of people within like 40 of you, so it's not like
Yeah.
you're outpacing everyone like crazy on that front.
Yeah, my points for is partially to blame for that. That week. I think week 3 I only scored like 40 points.
Yeah, you have a couple bad weeks that score
Yeah.
loses pace pretty quickly.
Anthony, I just sent you a live trade. We don't have to go into it, but Travis Etienne for K Dotton.
Wait, say it again.
Travis Etienne for K Dotton.
Oh,
He's got Hawkinson. He's got tight ends. He could fill that Mostert spot, that third running back flex.
It's not a bad trade, but I don't know about it.
Sit on it, man. Have a
I
drink.
will.
Have a couple
I-
drinks. And just kind of
Sit on the combine tomorrow and just think about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm done combining. Combine's done.
Just take it
Um,
out anyway. Go for a little spin with
Yeah,
the
go for a
combine.
little spin. Whole top speed 15 miles per hour.
There you go. There you go.
We want to go into this waiver wire controversy.
Yeah, I think it's time, Houston. I think it's
Yeah,
time.
it's time. It's time. So there was on the La Liga group chat, there was a controversy that happened. I was playing Josh. I was down uphill battle, but I had a lot to play. I had Travis Kelsey, Bucks kicker, and Jalen McMillan, the top receiver after Godwin and Evans are down. And all he had was Hunt, but he was up almost 30 points. And just before kickoff, found out Jalen McMillan was going to be out. And so I said, I want to pick up Trey Palmer, next best receiver. And Kevin said, waiver wire goes to the next day, can't do it. And Josh said, you could just pick up a player after the waiver wire in other leagues. And Kevin's like, yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess that makes sense. And he pushed it through, had him on my roster. And then Dan saw the text later after he woke up high from a little afternoon smoking nap. And he said, this isn't fucking fair. I want DeMarcus Robinson at 1 a.m. then. That doesn't make sense. He already played. I had room on my bench to remove players that were yet to play Monday. And Kevin rescinded the player, took him out of my spot. That's like the government going into your bank account and taking your hard-earned wages.
Or going into your apartment and killing your squirrel. Either way. Either
Fucking
way.
justice for peanut or your farm. Yeah,
Justice
that's
for
like
peanut, dude.
Cassie Anthony for his cow shit.
True.
I understand why you're upset about that, Houston. I do think though, like it was outside the rules of the waiver system, man, and you can't just like magically make a pickup when you mismanage your team, and you know you can make the argument that you didn't mismanage your team. I'm sure that just set you off a little bit, but it's just kind of the way it is in this league, and you can get boned on those Monday night players.
True.
There's no doubt about
And
that. You got to be ready.
You would have
for it.
lost anyways.
I would have
Yeah.
lost anyways, and
Yeah.
that's why I am not overly upset about it. Trey Palmer went for 80 yards, 7 catches, and 2 touchdowns. That probably would have made me win. I would have been pretty upset.
Yeah, I get it. But this brings up a thought that we were having in the pre-show of maybe we want to have a discussion in the league of what our waiver wire system is, right? And there's really 2 main schools of thought here, in my opinion. One being the way we do it now, and then the other being a waiver wire system where at a specific time on Wednesday is when all of the bids come in for the players that you want. And then after that time, it's basically just free for all, and you can pick up people, whoever you want to pick up for free, essentially, right? As I understand it, right, Josh? That's what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
would you have money go towards it or no?
I
don't
think
know how
I
you-
think that's the key,
Only-
Anthony. Usually don't. I think Josh's league, he was saying you don't. I think default. I think we should, because if you're going to pick up someone for free, I want a high, like an ATM. I want a high service charge. You
I
need a high
agree.
service charge if you're going to get a player after. And just
Well,
bank.
and to be clear, that initial draw on Wednesday at whatever time would be for bidding. So you would bid
Yep.
and have bids against each
Yep.
other on that one. And then
Ours
after
is on-
that, everything's free.
Yeah,
Ours is
so
on
Friday,
Tuesday,
you
though,
can
at
go
noon,
pick up
isn't it?
someone
Ours is, yeah. I'm
right
just-
away. But I think we should have like minimum like $15 charge for that.
I think it should just be free.
No,
Like it should be.
No,
noon-
I
it'd
like
be-
I like
Ain't
Houston's
nothing
idea
in this
more.
world for free.
No. I think it should be the noon on Tuesday, the noon on Wednesday, the noon on Thursday, the noon on Friday, and then when Saturday hits, because now you have full practice reports on
So you're
everything
doing waivers daily until then. I'm with that.
until the weekend, and then it can become 24 hours
Free-for-all.
before a free for all.
Yeah, but I agree. I agree with Houston. I think
Still
you
don't
gotta.
think it should be free though. Come
I think
Saturday.
you
No,
gotta
no,
pay a
not free.
premium. I think you
You
gotta
need to
pay a premium on
You're
Saturday,
not
Sunday,
gonna go
Monday.
bid. Exactly.
Right. I'm just saying you don't have to wait till noon. You could do it at any time for the 24 hours leading up to Sunday.
Correct.
And
Oh,
Monday.
you're saying after? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then once
that's
once
fine.
Sunday
Yeah.
Sunday Monday hits, then you pay your premium.
So every
Correct.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday afternoon, you can do that. You could try bidding, but then if you want someone later,
Correct.
after when the bank's closed, you got to pay that service fee.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it. I think
Yeah.
we do a bad job of logging. One of the word I'm looking for, recommendation box.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense. It's almost like a hybrid of the two methods too, where
Yeah.
you're keeping the
And we did this all
the
live too. We
yeah
just touched on it. That's good for
yeah.
us.
I think it's good. I think that would be a cool way to do it.
Yeah,
So
I like it.
we'll get
But
Kevin's
that's it.
opinion, I guess,
If the
after the show.
ESPN app will let you do it that way.
Yeah, I know that was the one thing I
Great
was thinking
point.
too. Is like I don't even
Great
know if
point.
that's actually possible. So we'll have to see on that. I remember when I was commissioned, that was a long time ago, but there was definitely not that capability.
Yeah.
So anyway, good discussion there, boys. I think I would love it if we could get that system going.
Yeah. Kevin's got to watch, right, Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first show
Kevin's gotta
Anthony's ever
watch.
watched.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony, you wouldn't know this, but every week we do matchup of the week. All right, which you're gonna have to make the first pick here, buddy. So our guest always picks first. Matchup
Pull
of
up
the
the
week.
week. Pull up the week.
Just so you're clear, Anthony, that's what you think the best matchup is.
You
week.
you
You
have
know,
Dan this week. As of now, Dan's favored to beat you by 7.
it's either gonna be me and Dan, or Nick and Ruben.
That's a good one.
I like Nick and Ruben.
Who you picking?
Well, I'm picking me to win, but I'm gonna go with Ruben to beat Nick for sure.
Okay. I like that. That's a good matchup. I think Ruben could get a bounce back game. Forbes' projection right now is fucking 93 Houston, which is pretty brutal.
Favored 26 over Ruben's favored 26.
Yeah.
You said Ruben's gonna win, Anthony?
Yeah, Ruben's gonna
Yeah.
win.
He's favored 26. He does have a tight end with 0 in right now.
Yeah, he's got to set his lineup. He's got some stuff going on with his legs, so we'll cut him some slack right now. But Forbes' projections are always low, so that's not
Yeah,
surprising.
projections don't really mean shit. So
Nope. And so it's not surprising to see Ruben project to get the dub, but I do think I agree with you, Anthony. I think Ruben pulls that one out. I think he's just going to consistently get 120 every week. Then I don't think Forbes is going to be able to match that this week.
I think this is one of those ones where Forbes guys go off.
I
think Patrick Mahomes will get you 15, 16. Tracy playing the Carolina Panthers, getting to run the ball. Puka against Miami. I think it's a high-scoring game. Javonte Williams versus Kansas City. They're going to have to throw the ball. I don't know. I think he just has guys that get it done.
Nice.
I know I feel bad. I like Ruben's team more. Don't get me wrong. Who do you got matchup of the week, Dan?
Well, I'll highlight me and Anthony's game. So two teams that Anthony's on a 5-game win streak. I actually just fell off my 5-game win streak. So, with the exception of last week, we're really two of the hottest teams in the league. So it's a pretty big matchup here between me and Anthony. I'm projected to win by 7 right now. I like my chances looking at this thing. I think my team's a little bit more complete than Anthony's, but it is fantasy football after all. Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, that's a pretty good wash. James Cook and Joe Mixon, I'd probably give you the edge a little bit there, Ant. But David Montgomery, Rashad White, I'd take that edge. Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra, Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas. So it's gonna be a good matchup. It's gonna be a good matchup. I think we have pretty similar stack up as I'm looking at it.
we'll see what happens. You never know.
Who you got there, Hughes?
Yeah. I want to pick one of 3 and 6 teams. So I'm looking through.
Oh,
Evan plays Jeff, who's 4 and 5. I also play Murph, who I'm 4 and 5, and I play 3 and 6 Murph. So those are similar. And then you have 3 and 6 Max playing 5 and 4 Timmy. I'm gonna go with that game.
I like that game.
Max is on. Max is 3 and 6. He's on a 3-game losing streak, so he was 3 and 3. I
didn't know that.
That's tough. Max is at, I think, the lowest percent to make the playoffs at like 3%. I think if he loses this week, I think that goes to 0.
One thing for Max though, he's getting Christian McCaffrey back this week. Or did he come back last week? Well, either way,
He already put him in the fucking lineup. He's still marked IR. Max said, "No, I don't give a fuck."
Fucking
put
toss
him in the
there.
slot. Put him in. Put him in.
That'll be a big. That's big for Max to get him back. There's no doubt.
Jared
about
Goff
that.
against the Texans. I feel like it's a high scoring game. The over on that.
Yeah, both
DJ
sides.
Moore against New England for Max.
Max has got bye week hell right now too. He's got
Does
his whole
he?
bench is on bye. I think. Am I crazy? His whole bench is on bye.
Lockett, Josh Jacobs, Jaden Reed. Oh, he's got the whole fucking Green Bay team.
Dude, he's got Josh Jacobs,
But
Jaden Reed,
Jacoby
Jordan
Myers
Love.
too, who's the Las Vegas number one
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's rough. That's
That
rough
is
for
tough.
Max. Yeah.
And it literally his do or die week.
Mm-hmm.
Which you can't plan for that, right?
For the record, I told Max a week or two ago that this week his whole bench would be on bye, and I offered him multiple trades.
Well,
And he did not
Josh,
accept.
you're a trade whore, so no one's gonna listen to you. And
yes. No, he's a trade pimp, Anthony, because he always tries to fuck the other person over.
That's right.
Exactly.
I like trading with Josh. Don't worry, I'll make a trade with you, buddy.
Should go make an honest trade with Max.
Dude, what I think my trade experience with Max is that he runs a tight ship, dude. I tried to get DJ Moore from him, and he wanted the fucking world, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like DJ Moore is not even that good, man.
Tight ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get CMC from Max.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Yeah, come back at me tomorrow.
I tried to get CMC like week 7, 6 maybe, and he wanted Jahmyr Gibbs. He wanted like McBride and like Terry, and I'm like, the dude's on IR for fucking 8 weeks, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. But hey, everyone's got a different threshold. I just feel like Max is very trade
I
averse,
assume you guys
risk
would
averse.
pick Timmy in this bout. I'm going to pick Max, and none of the reasons to, other than just keeping the underdog alive.
Yeah, I'll take Timmy. I haven't even looked at Timmy's team. I just seen enough with Max's.
He's favored, as we said. Projections don't mean a ton. He's favored 35. We have not seen a spread that big.
Yeah, and Max's lineup is set, so it's rough.
Yeah. Power to you. Trade deadline. Last topic.
Yeah. So the NFL trade deadline just happened. I think what was it, Hughes? Was it yesterday or something like that?
Yeah.
Yesterday. Lions made a nice little trade. Lions made a nice little trade, boys. Yeah, we got ourselves a defensive end.
That's right.
Did they make one trade or two? I know they were talking about making two, but I don't know if it went through. I stopped listening.
They just made one as far as I saw, but it's a good one. I like Zadarius Smith. He'll be able to do at least serviceable job, better than what we got. That's for sure.
Yeah, for a pick 5 and 6 or flop 6 for 7.
Yeah.
What we got him for?
Exactly. Yeah, it was pretty cheap. So essentially a 5th round pick, and it really wasn't too bad.
But the trade deadline in our league,
yes,
it's right before playoffs, I believe, right?
I actually don't know when the trade deadline is in our league. Is it because week 14 starts the playoffs? So I'd imagine it can't be. I mean, obviously you can't trade in the playoffs. So is it all the way to week 14?
I think it's that. It's set as this Thursday or for that Thursday or Friday. Kevin needs to move it to that Wednesday. So when he watches, he can know to go adjust.
It's set for Friday of week 15. It needs to be set for Wednesday of week 15. So you can trade up until the Thursday night game of the first round of the playoffs. So it needs to be set for December 11th.
Heard that? The trade guru himself. Trade pimp, sorry.
Yeah, of course Josh knows when the trade deadline is. He's been preparing for that moment. He's gonna wheel and deal at the deadline.
I looked it up.
There's like
for
a stat
show.
of how many trades somebody puts out.
You got Ava's birthday and like small little fine print there, and all red on the calendar. Trade deadline. La Liga Lounge.
Oh man, I can't wait to see what trust type of shit he pulls off at the deadline. It's gonna be great.
You know what, Dan? We always make jokes about how Ian, like to our guests, of how we end the show. He literally doesn't know how to end the show. You come up with something clever to get him going, Dan. I'm pulling blanks. So we end the show one way every time, Anthony. Can you just 4-letter word? Say the first letter of your favorite 4-letter word.
Close.
I was so close. I thought. See, the first. We're smooth sometimes in the podcast. You think live radio, live television? No, it doesn't work as planned. No, it's Josh. Can you start us off, please?
I got. I was trying to help it, Houston. I couldn't do it. I couldn't find it.
F.
T.
C. You later, boys. Talk to you next week.
Yeah.
Agree. FTC.